All right, so today's notes is 1.5, evaluating tables and equations. So first we're going to evaluate a table. So we're going to start with this side here. We're going to do these two examples. So we have f of 3 equals 15. Well, usually inside of our parentheses is an n, but now we're saying it's a 3. So what we're going to do is look at our n part of our table, find the number 3, and here it is, and its number partner is right below it, which is 15. So my answer would be 15. So looking at number 2, our number is f of negative 2. So I'm looking for the n of negative 2. So I'll find my table, look for n. Here's n, find negative 2. The number partner for negative 2 is a 0. All right, looking at the next part of our table, now it says f of n equals 3. So it's saying f of n is 3. So looking at my f of n, I find 3. Its number partner is a negative 1, so that would be my answer. In number 6 here, it says f of n is 18. So I find my f of n's, look for 18. That number partner is a 4. All right, next set of examples, we're gonna look at 9 and 10. So we're gonna evaluate explicit equations. So we're evaluating f of n equals 9 minus 3n. So I see I have f of 3 equals 9 minus 3 times 3. So I'm replacing the n's here with the number 3. If I replace an n here, I gotta replace it in my equation too. And all I'm gonna do is take this, type it into my calculator. So it's gonna say f of 3 equals, I'm gonna type this exactly into my calculator. Look, exactly the same, hit enter, and my answer is 0. So that's gonna be my answer. So when I look at this next example, I have f of negative 2. So I'm gonna write 9 minus 3 times negative 2. I'm gonna type this exactly into my calculator. And I have it exactly. This is a minus sign, this is a negative sign, minus sign, negative sign, hit enter, and I get 15 as my answer. So be careful with your minuses and your negatives. This is a minus sign, 9 minus 3. When it's inside of the parentheses and it's the first number, that's a negative sign. All right, now we're gonna look at 13 together. So we have g of 3 equals 9 times 3 to the exponent 3 plus 2, because we replaced the n's here in this explicit equation. So I'm going to take this part of my this part of my equation, because I can't type in variables into my calculator. And I get, now, when you make an exponent, you use this caret button. Make sure everything is still in the exponent. So 3 plus 2 needs to be in the exponent. 3 plus 2 is in the exponent. Hit enter. And we get 2,187 as our answer. Let's look at the next one here. So we're still using this equation. So we have n times 3. However, instead of an n, we're going to use a negative 2. And then we have plus 2. I'm going to type this into my calculator exactly. And again, remember this is going to be a negative 2. So you have to use the negative sign, not the minus. And we get 9. So our final answer is g of negative 2 equals 9. All right, now we're going to evaluate some recursive type of equations. Not really, it's more of a table. But what we're going to do is, so I'm going down my table here. I got 6, 9, 12, and 15. So that means I'm adding by 3 as I go down my table. So this is asking me to find f of 4. So I need to go down to 4. 15 plus 3 gives me that 18. Now it wants me to go to 7. So I have to go 4, 5, 6, 7. So 18 plus 3 is 21. 21 plus 3 is 24. 24 plus 3 is 27. So f of 7 is 27. All right, so that's the end of this video. Hopefully the examples in class helped you as well. And go ahead and do your exit ticket and your homework.